everybody, thank you for joining me. So today is day number 8 on our 25 Days of Christmas sketch series. And today we're going to be using this Mojo Monday sketch that I believe Christy Marcotte is the one who figured out the sizes and everything. I found it on Pinterest, and so this is the one that we're going to use today. So you can pause, get all your measurements together, and then meet me at the craft table. I'm still working with the Kaiser Craft paper collection, this holiday collection that they have. I want to say it was from last year. And I'm doing an A2 size card and my mat, which I decided to change it up this time and use the gray for my mat pieces. It is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. We're going to go ahead and tape it down and put it onto our base card. And I'm just using the art glitter glue and the ATG tape once again to allow me some time to move it around or peel it back up if I don't put it in the exact spot that I need to. I always like to have that option to be able to kind of move it and get it exactly where I want it. And then this pattern paper, which is from the collection, I cut at 4 by 5 1/4, which will leave me with an 1/8 of an inch border of gray paper, which will be really, really pretty. And then for the pattern paper, on each of the sections, I am matting it, even though I think the top square piece is not matted, if I'm not mistaken. When I looked at that sketch, it was just regular, but I added a mat because, like I said, when I'm doing layers like that and it's all 3 different pattern papers, I like to have a mat so that way it gives it definition, or you can just ink your edges of your paper so that way there would be some way to define it from the paper it's sitting on top of. So we're going to get the next square inked up, and then we're going to work on the piece that goes across the middle. And I cut a piece of gold shimmer paper or glitter paper, and I'm going to put it on one end because I think these are like, what was I going to say, like extra pieces, and I just cut it up. And because since it was going to have that one piece of, the cardstock going over top of it, I knew you weren't going to see where they're separated, and it would still allow me to have that look of one continual piece, if that makes sense. So it's not always a good idea to get rid of your scraps. All right, so on this one, I'm going to use my corner chomper and go around all 4 edges. Sorry, that wound up being off camera. I didn't even realize, see, I had to bring myself forward. I didn't even realize that I was off camera. And we just rounded the edges. And I don't normally do that often on my cards. I really should, because I do like the way that looks sometimes when you round an edge or, 2 edges and leave the other 2 straight. I like the way that looks too. So I'll have to do that more often in my other cards. I'm just touching up my edges anywhere where it feels like it wasn't smooth, it was a little fuzzy. And then I'm just cutting up some fun foam to put on the back of this piece so it'll have a little bit of dimension. And I put down ATG tape and some of the art glitter glue. Now that white paper is where the adhesive is already basically already on the fun foam. So I'm putting tape and glue on the side that doesn't have the adhesive, so that way once I put that down, I can tear the backing off and attach it to my project, and we're good to go. And all we have to do is just stick that down. And then once we add the circle, it's all gonna work. And you won't, like I said, see that little piece that we're missing. So we're just gonna attach our fun foam, a little bit of glue, because I like to make sure it definitely stays. And we're just gonna use the foam on the one side, and the other side we'll use just some of the ATG tape and a little bit of glue, and then attach it. Take off the backing. And then there's our sentiment. And I'm going to put my needle back in there before I lose it. And there is the final card. And you can add, which I was going to say I thought I was going to, some Nuvo drops. We're going to put them right down here on the bottom right. Just 3 of them. And then we're going to tap it. And that is it. And here's the one I did off camera when I was testing it out. And that's with more of a squared sentiment. One of the fun shaped ones. So you can do it round, maybe a little square, and you still get a really great effect. And I think it turned out really pretty. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for watching. If you've been watching the series, I am going to have a playlist created on my channel that will hold all 25 videos from this year's series. And if you missed any of the beginning of this week, from like the 1st through the 7th, then just go into that new playlist. Okay? Thanks, you guys, and have a great day.